Are you awake? Well, good morning, sunshine. Or should I say good evening? It's so hard to tell, time zones confuse me. When I hit you over the head with the back of my rifle, we were in... Let me think. That was Denmark, wasn't it? Yeah, I think so. And when I put you in my suitcase and carried you on my train, we went all the way to Russia. You woke up a couple times. I don't know if you remember. I do. So now, we're at the Crown Royal Hotel in St. Petersburg. Not that that information is going to help you any. Yeah. I tell you, don't struggle, but I've already tied you up. Or I might say, don't scream, but I already gagged you with my scarf, so I'm not too worried. I can see in your blankly curious eyes you're wondering why I've put you in my bathtub. No, I'm not interested in having a wash. I simply needed a convenient place to store your vacant, lifeless body while you were unconscious. No, I'm not going to kill you yet. You and I think we're made for each other. I can see in your eyes. You're wondering. Violet. That's my name, by the way. Violet. I don't think we've ever introduced ourselves formally as ourselves. Violet, you're probably wondering, why are you bothering me this time? Well, it's this. Do you recognize it? I do. I have been looking for this particular notebook for years, and you, my old, faithful mortal enemy, you had it the whole time. You never failed to surprise me, my friend. Alas, it seems you and I are destined to spend an eternity playing cat and mouse. Who's the cat and who's the mouse? You might be wondering to yourself. And I tell you that, but given that you're the one who's tied up and gagged sitting in my bathroom, I'm going to go ahead and say that you're the mouse. Now, don't worry. I'm not going to take these names and release them. I'm not interested in that. For after all, if I sold these to Mother Russia, how much money do you think I could get for them? 10 billion? That's being a bit optimistic, I know. What can I say? I'm a dreamer. No. I'm going to keep them. I'm going to keep them and hide them. Hide them better than you, I might add. Yeah, I found them. I'm sorry. Can't help it. Anyway, I'm going to keep them and hide them away in a very, very secret place. And someday, when the time comes that you untie yourself from my bathtub and make your way out from the Grand Hotel in St. Petersburg, Russia, and find me in my little flat in London, well, I'll have something to protect myself with. It's very clever, isn't it? I think so. Shh. Don't be upset. It's not your fault, really. I'm just cleverer than you. It was a very clever little stunt you pulled in Paris. I was this close. I had you. But you duped me. In the one place I never would have looked. The Eiffel Tower. So obvious. It's brilliant. I was so angry that I went and I did a little vigilante justice on the streets of Paris. It's surprising how many young men prey on young women drunk in the streets these days. It's just upsetting as a feminist. So as I was going around battering would-be rapist, I thought to myself, this stroke of genius, your stroke of genius, demands an equally genius return. And so I thought, what should I go after? Launch codes, priceless art. Instead, I opted to collect information, your information. I know you. I know where you work. I know your people. We haven't known each other long, but I consider our relationship to be quite fruitful. So, as I was breaking into your apartment, stealing this little notebook from the box built into your fireplace, it dawned on me, we're gonna do this forever. So no, I can't kill you. I mean, I could kill you. It would be very easy, in fact. All I would have to do is bash you in the head one more time with the butt of my rifle using just a smidge more force in the right place. Boom! Out like a light. My faithful enemy would be no more. That would be tragic, don't you think? It's much too fun. So, no, I don't want you to worry. I would never want to distress you, my friend. I want us to go on driving each other mad until the end of time. But where to begin? How could I go about setting my genius plan into realization? First of all, proper attire. It wouldn't do for one to show up to meet one's destiny looking like a country bumpkin, would it? On that note, your shoes, darling. Plastic soles? Shh, you're above that. I think it's important, one's appearance, because if I were to look like I was about to kill you, like I look now, I wonder, I imagine, then, well, that conveys a certain tone to the meeting. Now I know what you're thinking. I also have you hogtied in my bathtub, but that's irrelevant. Circumstance. It's all about location. Anyway, so image, of course. It's primary. Then, of course, what other components do you need to have a fruitful and fulfilling rivalry with a worthy adversary? Obviously, a plan. I have a plan. And I'm thinking that as you are sitting there, hog-tied in my bathtub, you are probably formulating a plan yourself. Now, if I had to wager, I would say you're thinking about how you can use your feet, which, given how I tied them, don't have very much leeway, but you can still wiggle them. Now, there's a shower curtain. I would imagine you're thinking of getting it between your feet, wrenching it, and pulling the shower curtain down on my head, startling me, so you can wrench yourself up into a sitting position. Am I right? Of course I'm right. But, hear me out. That's uncouth. You're above that. I expect more from you. No. Simple shower curtain wouldn't do. What is this, Hollywood? No, you are a smart man. No doubt you have a weapon plastered to your body somewhere. Now, I don't want to be inappropriate, but I definitely strip searched you, and I definitely found all of your knives. The guns were easy enough. Clever hiding place. No. Weapons wouldn't work unless you have some sort of file tucked into your skin somewhere. One shudders to think of it. No, here's what I propose you do. When I get up and walk away, then you make your move. That's what I'm imagining. I walk away. You somehow get enough leverage to lift yourself off my bathtub floor, reach over, grab the hem of my dress, pull me, knock my head against the tile. I pass out. You admittedly rather inelegantly hop out of the hotel room down the hallway, contact the embassy. You're off scot-free. Am I right? Did I get it right? Don't look at me like that. I'm not going to untie you. As fascinating as I'm notice that I have you very, very securely tied down. I've tied your hands at the wrist, at the forearm, and above your elbow. Zip ties. Painful, aren't they? Sorry, not sorry. You're a clever person. I couldn't afford to take any risks. I know what you're thinking, Violet. Risks are what make the game fun. And that's true. That's true. You are very right. But in a game like this, with stakes like this, I'm willing to breeze past some of my usual MOs. After all, what fun is a game if you set yourself up to lose later? No. It's the image. It's the plan. These are the components that make for a successful villainy relationship. And I would say that between the two of us, we have a good combination, minus your hideous shoes. I'll send you the name of my people in London. They'll hook you up, honestly. So we have the plan. We have the image. What are we missing? I think the final component in any good relationship is a little spark. Something fun. Something to keep things lively, because it's not interesting if we had just any run-of-the-mill type of relationship. No, I think that we deserve better. Don't you? I thought so. You're a smart person. I wouldn't put it past you to have thought of all these things already. Maybe as you were hogtied in my traveling trunk. It's these little touches, I think, that make the game all the more interesting. So yes, I could have hogtied you and put you in my closet, or in a laundry chute, or in an elevator, or under under the city in a sewer. But where's the fun in that? It's so much more interesting. The visual. Tomorrow, the maid comes in, opens the curtain to clean, and here you are, tied up, rather scandalously dressed. And what does she think? She thinks something in Russian, but I don't speak Russian, unfortunately. Of my many talents, Russian is not one of them. So here we are. All the pieces in place for a perfect scene. Now, I don't want to be cruel, but I can't really stay and watch the fun unfold. As much as I would like to see the housemaid find you here, see the fruits of my labor, she won't appreciate it. She won't understand it. Only you can understand the true genius of what we have. And that's why I know that even though I have treated you very horribly, my friend, you'll get over it. Because this is just too fun. And you know what? You and I both know that we're gonna do this until one of us wins. Well, it's been nice knowing you. Thanks for the notebook. I'll see you later, darling.